Alrighty, yogis. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name's Natalie, and this is your good morning stretch. So, we're going to get right on into it in just a moment here. But all you need for practice today is your yoga mat and your water bottle. I have my blocks on the mat for me because I'll be modifying a little bit as I am 24 weeks pregnant right now. But if you have blocks, feel free to grab them, but they're not necessary otherwise. Go ahead and click the subscribe link just below this if you always have access to these free yoga videos, and then meet me on your back. So I'm going and rolling onto a reclined position. I have my blocks to prop me up. As I mentioned, you don't need them, but if you'd like some and have them, feel free. We're going to come into a Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet to touch, and then let your knees fall open wide. And then just bring one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. And just start off settling on into your breath. Feeling your body rising and falling underneath of your hands. Full inhale. Full exhale. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Seal your lips and gently start to breathe in and out through your nose as you practice. Using your breath as a tool as you stretch into each of these poses today. Gently rock your head side to side on the mat. And then bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Walk them up towards your glutes. Keep your left foot planted. Send the right leg straight up the wall. You can let your arms fall down by your side here and then start to flex and point your right foot. Maybe take a few ankle circles clockwise and then counterclockwise. And then figure four, right ankle over your thigh. Thread your hands inside of your left leg and wrap your hands around your shin there, and then just start to pull your knee down towards your chest. So catching a stretch down the right side leg. Keep all 10 toes flexed here. And lower the left foot back down. Take your right foot, hook it behind your left, and then just let your right knee fall open on the mat. So getting into that hip flexor. And you can use your palm here, press down into your thigh, just giving yourself a little bit more space to open up. And then switch out the sides. Just send your left leg up tall. Right foot is planted on the mat. Start to flex and point your lifted foot. Start to roll it out. When you're ready, figure four, left ankle over your thigh. Wrap your hands around your right shin this time and start to pull everything down to your chest. One more breath in. And release. Hook your left heel or your left foot behind your right heel. And then let that left knee fall out wide. Again, you can use the pressure of your palm to press your thigh down a little bit closer to the mat. And come back to center. Plant both feet on the mat and just windshield wiper your knees side to side. So this can be a really narrow wipe here, or if you want, you can make it a little bit wider, going all the way around. My little yoga assistant is at the door here, ready to come inside from playing out back, so I'm gonna let her come and join us. And then when you're ready, just start to rock and roll forward and backwards up on the mat, massaging out your low back. And then we're going to come forward into a tabletop pose. So stacking shoulders over your wrists, hips over top of your knees. Inhale, cow pose, belly drops, lift your gaze up to the sky, draw your shoulder blades back. Exhale, round the spine, press the mat away and tuck your tailbone down. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Cow. Round cat. One more time through. And find a neutral spine here. Send your right foot back behind you. Flex your toes. And then start to bend through the knee, sending your heel closer towards your glutes. And then just kick your foot out long and bend it in, moving back and forth. Next time your foot's extended, hold it out long and then tap your right toes over towards the left side edge of your mat. Gaze over your left shoulder and then just start to shift forward and backwards on your toes here. Lift that right foot back up and take it over to the right side this time. So really out wide. You want your foot to come out right next to your body, but outside of the mat. And then take a couple rounds of cat and cow here. So cow pose, inhale, look up. Exhale, cat pose around your spine. Press the mat away. A couple more rounds on your own. And bring it back through center. Left side, left toes kick out behind you, and then just start to flex and extend that leg. Send your left heel long and then swing it over to the right. Let your toes tap down to the mat or outside of the mat, and then just shift forward and backwards on your toes. And float them back up, swing them out perpendicular to your body on the left side. Plant your foot down, and then just take those gentle cat and cows here. When you feel even, come back tabletop pose. Untuck your toes and just tap them out on the mat. Tap the tops of your feet out on the mat here. And then tuck your toes down, downward facing dog, hips go high. Start to pedal it out each side here. Float your right toes. Step forward, lizard lunge on the right side. So right foot comes outside of your right hand, pointing out about a 45-degree angle. Keep your back knee lifted and just rock forward and backwards here for 3, 2, 1. Lower the back knee. And then option to stay here, you can rotate your chest to face slightly towards the right, maybe even bringing your right hand inside of your thigh, opening up through that knee. Right hand comes back to the mat, and we're just going to walk it around to the left hand side. We're going to come into a wide leg forward fold. So your feet are parallel to the short edges of the mat. Palms are down on the mat, and then slowly start to lower your chest. Let the crown of your head fall down towards the earth. And then take your hands here, maybe reach them towards the outside edges of your ankles, or maybe wrap around the knife side edges of your feet. Shift the weight forward to the ball of your feet. And just let gravity do the work here. So everything hangs heavy. Maybe shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Walk your hands back through center. Left hand plants on the mat. Sweep your right arm up, just taking a gentle twist. Let your gaze follow that right hand, and then start to roll out your wrists. And opposite side, right hand comes down, left arm sweeps up. Lift the gaze again and continue. Both hands down to the mat. So we're going to pivot to the back of the mat this time, coming into that lizard lunge, but on the left leg. So your right foot is extended out long. Left foot is facing about 45 degrees towards the edge of the mat. Side might feel completely different than the other, and that's perfectly okay. But you just want to take it to a place that feels good. So if this is giving you that deep stretch, stay right here. If you want to add on, just open slightly to the left, rotating your chest, pressing your palm in towards the inside edge of your left thigh. Couple big breaths in and big breaths out. Walk your hands back through center, and then just step your left foot back. Both knees come onto the mat. Child's pose. Walk your knees out about mat's width distance. Sit your hips back. Arms extend to the top of your mat. Lower your forehead. Yogis, take a few moments here in your child's pose just to rest and reset before you enter the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, it was a pleasure. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.